Hi everyone, welcome back to Fearlessly Beautiful. I hope that you guys enjoy our anniversary video. Today I have on my Winthrop shirt because I'm going to continue to share my Winthrop story. I'm now on my third year at Winthrop, so here we go. So my third year, my grades did get better. I was off of academic probation, but I did encounter another setback, and it was in the course of biology. I'm not really a science person, so I would do well with what I could, which was like the vocabulary, and I got all of that right. But what was difficult was the diagrams because during this time I was still using the CCTV. I think I told y'all about that in a few videos before, but it's basically like a big TV screen and you put something under it and it comes up on the screen. But where the issue was when you magnify it, it distorted like the full image. So with diagrams, you know how it's like a lot of little pieces and it's like all these different like letters and stuff when you're supposed to match them. But whenever it was magnified, it made it more complicated for me to try to figure out what was weird because I couldn't see the whole picture. I was just seeing like one little piece of it. And my professors wasn't understanding it because they was like, you going to tutoring? And I was like, yeah, and I'm getting it in tutoring. And I passed the vocabulary part and the matching and all that stuff. But it was the diagram parts that I was failing. And that was like a huge percentage of the exam. So that caused me to fail like my whole exam. And it was really frustrating because I was like, I'm failing this class, but like I'm passing the part that I know, but the diagram was weighing so much more. So I was just like, I can't do this. So I'm gonna have to find another way to get the science component for my major. So I decided to go to the study abroad office one day and I asked them, was there anything that I could take to meet the science component? And they told me that there was a chemistry course studying the Mediterranean diet, and at the end of it you got to go to Italy and France and eat your way through Italy. And y'all know like I love food, so I was like, yes, that sounds amazing. So I went back and told my advisor, and I talked to my family about it and they said that sounds great. So I decided to take that course. I took it the following semester. And also, within this year, I changed my major. When I started at Winthrop, my major was broadcast journalism, but I changed to integrated marketing communication because I felt like with marketing, you could go into any arena that you want to because everybody needed marketing. And also, I didn't just learn marketing, but I learned like business, I learned accounting, I learned event planning, public relations, and how to send the same cohesive message through all of those platforms in different mediums, but you saying the same thing basically. So in the chemistry class we study like how they eat like different pastas. They eat balsamic vinegar. They drink wine with everything. They eat a lot of gelato. They use olive oil to cook everything. And so the way that I decided to incorporate my major into my chemistry project was I love Sprite. So I decided to look at the sugar content in Coke and Sprite here versus there and to compare the taste and also how it was marketed. So I noticed that here we use high fructose corn syrup and there they use cane sugar, and there is a different taste. It actually tastes a lot better. And it's a smaller can and a smaller bottle than here. And also their commercials were a lot longer and they showed that they show the importance of sitting with family, and they actually sit down and they actually have really long dinner. Like each time they eat, they sit for at least an hour and a half just talking and like how was your day, da da da. But here our commercial was only like 30 seconds and it showed like somebody on the go getting fast food or grabbing a Coke. And it just shows how our culture is like always on the move, always on the run, and sometimes we can be really busy and may not take that time to sit down with family like they do because we're always like doing something, always moving, always going. But it was a great class. Like I loved it. I loved Italy. I loved France. We went shopping. We were able to tour different churches. We went to Rome. We went to Florence. I tasted the gelato. Well, I didn't taste it. I ate the gelato. I ate pasta almost every day. We saw how the olive oil was made. We went to Pasta Factory. We went to where they made cheese. We were able to sit by the Mediterranean Sea and like eat strawberries. We went to H&M and Forever 21, and I love those two stores. There's a mall in the airport in Paris. We flew into Paris, and I was just like, wow, this is not good. Like, I just got here, I can't start shopping already because I love shopping. But it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they're like a whole day ahead of us, so I was like really jet lagged by the time I got back. But it was amazing. So I encourage you, like, if you're in college, like, look into study abroad opportunities. And also during this year, I met some really great people. I joined the praise dance team, and I met a young lady named Tiara, and she wanted to start having Bible studies. So we would go to my room and pray and worship, and we had some awesome times, like, in the presence of God. And we met some other young ladies, and we started going to Bible study with them. And I met my friend Simone that I still talk to, she now lives in Chicago. I met Jade and Marika, and I still keep in contact with them occasionally and from time to time. But just take advantage of like every aspect of college, and don't be afraid to travel and think outside of the box. Like, you never know, like, it's always different people to meet, different places to go, and just like have fun, just enjoy it. So that's where I'm going to stop at today, and next week I'm going to tell you guys how I started my own Bible study and my own organization at Winthrop. Oh, and I also during that year was doing facials. I signed up for Mary Kay under my prophetess Katina Duncan. And I started doing facials in dorm rooms, and it usually turned into Bible study. But it was fun. So just don't be afraid to step out and do things, try things. And so next week, like I said, I will tell you guys how I started my Bible study at Winthrop. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.